go, y'all. About to dive into another one. I hope this thing is working correctly. Oh, there it go. We in there. We in there. Hold on, I gotta do one thing. Okay, yeah. Let me do this real fast. Sworn I just put something up. But yeah, this is one of them DMT experiences. I've been having help to make out like a little schedule. So I'm gonna stay on schedule until I'm really supposed to even start the schedule. So Tuesdays, first day of the week, is gonna be psychedelic experiences, and to where I just kind of go in and I go through all these videos and find the videos to where a lot of experiences was happening. People shared, I shared, and and I'm still going over my experiences because just trying to see the overlayment of each one and how they're kind of connected to other ones that I had, which is real interesting to me because I be having some wild experiences when I just dive in on psychedelics. They be real trippy to say the least. And in this one, this was a part three. I think this was part three. What is it? Part two, part three of yeah, this is part three of when I sandwiched the DMT and I basically seen the jesters and I seen this city, but I go into more depth about what I seen in the city and what happened. Like, okay, so I go into depth. So as I go through this, I'm going to explain it even more if I can, depending on what parts it get to. So with no further ado, let's dive into this. I was supposed to be here at like 8. I got to start doing these videos like at 8 in the morning. So, I have time, and when I got to go to work and stuff. But let's go and dive into this thing. Bruh, that was some wicked shit. That was hella wicked. It was trippy. It was trippy. That was dummy trippy. You know what I mean? It's weird how the gestures, like how they were popping in and out though, because like I can kind of remember they hats. It was like one and like it was like green, and then it was the middle one, and it was like fucking like a brownish like color. You know what I mean? And like they suits was like checkers, but I cannot make out their face for some reason. Because it was like switching in and out of all. Because you was scared at the time. Different designs that was just going. Hey, like this is the time I was scared. Like it was built into it, and it's like as you go past. But I was trying to act like I wasn't scared. They start coming into focus, but let me make sure this turned all the way up. But what I can't understand is the checkered floors, the black and white checker floors. Like the tabletop was like a checker. You know what I mean? The seat that the guy was sitting in, it's like the seat was made out of the checkers. Yeah, that's one thing that kind of boggles my mind too, is when you dive in on DMT and you go into these rooms that look like it might be like a room inside a Masonic temple or a room inside a Catholic temple or something, but everything had these checkerboard floors, and like all the floors, tabletops, the chairs is made out of this black and white checkerboard, and it was like it was the weirdest thing, bro, but it was dope at the same time. But it'd be so intense that you be kind of shocked. It's kind of shocking sometimes. At this time, it was shocking to me to see it all, and I was more scared than I am now. It was like the white and the black checkerboard like type shit. It was like trippy, dude. But it was trippy, dude. That's fucking crazy. But the box was sitting right there. And that's the one I gotta
It was
find.
like right there,
I
but it
gotta
was
find
the
the
top was
I gotta
open,
find the
and
one.
then it was just like that shit. That
I have to find the one where I seen that box and I explained that box and what was in that box and what I was seeing in that box, because that experience was before this one. It was way before this one.
that was like dang, but it got me hyped. This is the thing, right? Why am I hyped? Like, as if I'm getting lessons. It's like I'm getting. I don't know if I'm getting fucking lessons.
I think I was more hyped because
I don't know if this shit is.
because people talk, like, you know, seeing Joe Rogan talk about the jesters, and then, you know, you diving in all these other times and you're not really seeing them, and then diving in and actually seeing them. And like when I get deeper into this story, you gonna see why a lot of things that we see that I ain't gonna say it. It's a certain percentage of things that we see on DMT is being created by these gesture entities.
Changing me. But all I know is that was trippy. And I'm going, everybody say the lady is blue, but the person that was sitting next to me was fucking like, it was like white.
Wow,
It was
bro.
like,
This the one.
I'm
See,
who it reminded
this
me
that
of.
one.
It reminded me
What's
of
up, Psycho
Frieza.
Dolo?
It was like Frieza, but the face was all just like bam. It was like the face was it didn't have no face. The face just went down, but it had like a purple like type shape on top of the head right there, and it was just like sitting next to me, just looking at me like this. But I'm going, how the fuck was it looking at me? It didn't even have no eyes. It didn't have no eyes or nothing, but it was just like sitting right next to me. That was trippy.
Okay, yeah.
But what I can say is
that thing, the reason it tripped me out is because
I just ain't scared no more.
the reason that thing tripped me out because it reminded me of it reminded me of Frieza, man. A Frieza, but like picture Frieza with no mouth and no eyes, no nose. This just flat. And the purple thing was not as big, but it did have like that thing like almost right here. But bro, I was like, as I'm sitting in the tub, I'm like, I'm zooted. I'm like fully immersive in there to where I open my eyes and I look at the front of my tub. I look at my shower head, and when I turn this way, this whole side of the tub was like a mirror. It was like I was looking at my reflection, and this thing was sitting and doing the same thing I was doing. Whatever this thing was, it was this white Frieza looking creature, bro. And I'm just like, oh wow, I wasn't spooked or nothing like that, because I think I felt that it was me. I felt that it was like, you know, a part of me or something, but I just was like looking at it because every movement, everything I was doing, that thing was doing what I was doing.
Not gonna have a bad trip ever happen again, because that was the first time I like
and
ever like
we gotta understand these bad trips more better, bro, because
just jumping around, like moving around, and just
we got, because it's like we'll make a trip into a bad, we'll make the experience bad because of what we are seeing, because we are afraid of what we're seeing, because we didn't talked about demons or devils, or we didn't talked about all these scary things, watching scary movies. So we'll make it into something that we think we have to run from, and it's like, nah, bro. Sometimes you gotta accept what you seeing when you there.
That was fucking the trippiest shit. And why the fuck is they going like this? Why? What the fuck? What the fuck is all that?
Yeah,
like,
the way they be moving, because they be flowing like they flowing to like some music or something. It's like,
but that city that I seen, it was trippy too, because I could see. It was weird. I could see, like, it was a tree right here, and the leaves was like dummy long.
They was
the
huge.
leaves was dummy long, but they were like fucking.
Look, they was literally about the size of a surfboard. of a surfboard. They was like that big, but big like the long surfboards, them long ones that people be riding. It was crazy.
It's this tree that grow these things. They look like peas, but they not peas, and they turn black and they fall off the fucking tree and die.
And the one thing that I found out, I think it's the acacia. It's one of the acacia trees that grow these giant seeds like that. That's what I found out. Like later on, just, you know, it grow the seeds hella long. They look like peas in a pot or something, and they turn black. I think it's one of the acacia trees.
You know what I mean? They turn black
If
and
I ain't
fall off the tree
mistaken.
to fucking make a big ass mess. But that's what the leaves look like, right? I'm looking at the leaves and I'm like, what the fuck? They look hella long, but then they like bright like this light right here. They like that. But it's like not that bright, but I'm saying they made of lights.
I remember
like
that.
The fucking tree
so
was
clearly.
like made of lights, and the whole city was made of these different lights. It fucking looked like nighttime in Avatar, except it wasn't everything that they touched. Everything was just like that.
Yeah, it was all just
it was just like
lights.
Blue lights, purple.
Within
all
the
these
designs
different,
of the houses or like the places.
Blues and purples though. It was like blues and purples, but what made me seem like it was underwater is that the tree, the fucking plant, it was like a fucking jellyfish. It was
wow.
It looked like it was some jellyfish material. And it looked like the place.
It's wild because I can see the outline and remember what it kind of looked like, but I don't remember it having that jellyfish material. Because it had that's what I'm saying. It had that jellyfish like material. So it made it seem like I was like in this underwater city or something. Let me just go further because it made it seem like I was in an underwater city.
Why it looked like some underwater shit? Because the fucking tree was made out of fucking like a jellyfish, dude. It was fucking weird, but it was shaped like that fucking like a pea, like a flat pea, a string pea or something, a long one. And you know what I'm saying? You could see like the bumps in it like that, and they were like glowing.
Yeah, they was glowing like
like that. It was like glowing,
it was crazy.
And I'm just like,
this
I was
a
just
wild DMT
amazed,
experience.
and I was trying to make a video, but I fucking couldn't because like I closed, like when I closed my eyes, right, and I'm looking at this city, I'm just like amazed by this city, and when it started kind of fading away, I picked up the video and the motherfucking shit had turned off. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Because I wanted to like explain what I seen, but the shit go away so fucking fast, dude. But the jesters, that shit is fucking trippy.
And the vividness of it,
that
though.
was fucking. Hey, at least I know what to do the next time. That's all I can say. I know what to do the next time.
You ain't gonna know. You is not gonna know. You be like, at least I know what to do the next time. You is not gonna know.
It was like if somebody took like a heat beam, a laser beam, and pointed it at your forehead, and like as soon as it hit your forehead, you can just feel it burning. It was like burning, like a pulsating burn. Like,
and I wonder if a lot of people get that to where like they like always get this burning sensation within my frontal lobe when I dive in on DMT for some reason. It be burning, it be on fire, it get hot, and I be shooting out sparks sometimes out of my forehead. I can see them. Yeah.
And it was like fucking.
Yeah. And this is what's wild because I remember even when I started listening to music, like this stuff will overtake the music. You won't even hear the music no more, but you'll hear the sounds of all this stuff going on. Like I could hear the sounds of this laser doing this thing, which would seem like a laser, but I can remember one time it was like two golden rods, and like one went that way and one went that way, and it was two golden rods shooting out both that way, and it was shooting sparks off, and I could see it like from far away. It looked like it was making a pyramid almost. It was trippy.
A pyramid, like it was.
See.
It would like go out like that. You hit like two lights or some shit.
Man, they was two lit up gold like looking bars. Like it's almost as if, bro, look,
popping in and out.
It's almost as if if I was my whatever this is was making them. Like almost like they was coming out of the machine and it was like just 2 gold bars just going whew, whew, and they just kept shooting, making it bro, and the noise was loud. It was loud. It take over everything that you hear. Oh, thank Miss Nicole. Like, yeah, it was wild.
Homegirl sitting on the table fucking kicking her leg.
Yeah.
Sitting in the chair and I'm just like, okay.
And like I could tell it was a female jester because she had the body anatomy like a female. And oh, thanks for the super chat. And she was sitting there on the chair, but she was kicking her leg and she was like kind of laughing at me but I was scared of that box on my last experience. And they all were making fun of me like, look at this, like you was scared of this, and the box was sitting on the table. That's why I gotta go find that video so next Tuesday I can do that video. I'm gonna try to find it if I can through this week so I can do that next Tuesday.
Like telling the DMT like, look, okay, I understand I seen this, you know what I mean? I seen the scary stuff. Okay, what's next? Like what next? Like,
yeah, it got to
you
a
know
point.
What I mean? Do I gotta take more hits? My next time I'm gonna take more hits, and I already know it's gonna be in the next couple of days because the shit don't scare me no more. What the fuck?
And it's not even about taking
this whole time.
Man, it's a more of a technique with DMT. It's a more of a technique on how you hit it. It ain't how many hits you take. Cause it's like I went through all these little phases of you gotta do this, you gotta do that. No, it's really just how you hit it. If you hit it correctly, you're gonna blast off every time easily.
I'm not even gonna lie, this whole time I was scared to go because of all the shit. Of all the other times that I went through shit.
I told you he was scared.
I was scared to go back. I was scared to go back.
I told you he was scared.
Yeah,
I knew he was scared.
Yeah.
I knew he was scared.
Say Smith and Raheem Bey. Hey, dude, I thought I was I wasn't fucking scared. That's all I can say.
Yeah, you wasn't scared, but you was scared.
So scary, dude. I didn't.
You was scared. Just say it. You was scared.
All that shit in front of me, but if you could just see the teeth, like just think like all different kind of faces with my fingers like this, but they're white though. Like these are the fangs. The fangs is like this, and
on the
like
gesture teeth.
Like it's like hell of them, like woo, 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 and then as they go, they opening up, and the tongue is coming out, and it's like going, you know what I mean?
See, look,
bumps on the tongue,
look,
the fangs.
Look, this is what I'm saying. A lot of stuff that you seen on other experiences will play out within the experience, because I think within your first couple of experiences, you see all your experiences, but you don't know because you go through them so fast. So when I was even seeing the fangs do this right here, remember the last time the jesters was swallowing me and I could see their mouths. Their mouths was the same exact as this, but they were swallowing me like over and over again. So it's like you catching bits of each story at certain times. So this right here had to be that same part that was going on right there, but I seen it like in a different perspective or something like that. This is what trips me out about this stuff, and I'm starting to notice is that it's almost like being zoomed into something opposed to being zoomed out. Like if you look at your skin from here, it looked like this, but if you zoom all the way in, it looked totally different. It don't even look like skin. So on these experiences, if you up close and personal, you will fractal in on that one little part that you see into where the outside that's even going on, you won't even be able to catch it. You feel me? So but when you zoom all the way out, you'll be able to see the gesture looking at, like I'll see the gesture looking at me and running up and swallowing me. Like, I hope I explained that right. I hope I explained that right.
You can see like the fucking little light strips and shit, and it was just going whoop, and the tongue was like,
yeah, it was crazy because it was going.
And then it'll switch back. It'll switch to fucking hieroglyphs and shit like that.
Yeah, the hieroglyphs would be.
And then
and
that shit was
I'm
crazy.
oh my God,
they was there. They was there, dude. That's the further. That's probably the. I don't know what the fuck. What the fuck was the meaning of that shit? This is what I'm trying to understand. What was the meaning of me saying that? And this dude always drilling on me. What was that?
Hey, this is what's weird about it. If you put this thinking right here with everyday life, because it be some stuff that just happened in life, you just go, what was the meaning of that? Like that, what just happened 5 minutes ago don't even make sense. I don't even know why it happened. How could it happen? It was like almost an impossible thing that shouldn't have never happened. And like that, it'd be the same thing in the experience. It's like weird, but what you say, Ronald? You said Rodnell. The time I did DMT, I felt like my third eye was burning up. The jesters were laughing, but I started to notice I was God. They changed and started looking afraid of me. Yeah, that's what happens once you start understanding, bro. It open up to you. It open up to you. Exactly. But I'm glad you said that, because I be asking a lot of people that, like, when you go in on DMT, do you get that burning in your forehead? Because after you do it so many times, that burning don't go away. I don't know, it's like we activated or we turned on something, but that thing don't go away, and you'll feel it. Like, I never did it at night. Oh yeah, I did it at night so many times, but you'll feel it. Yeah, I did it. Oh man, I got one coming up at night on the beach. But you'll feel your forehead burning, like when you come out of your sleep. When you come out of your sleep and you still can kind of see your dreams, or like before you go to sleep, you'll be able to see your dreams before you even fall asleep. And your forehead to get hot, and this part right here get that same burning sensation. So like in the mornings when I wake up and I come out my dream, and I'm like trying to come back into this reality, whatever this might be, my shit be on fire now. And this is like every day, bro. It's every day. I think I broke something. I'm not sure, but I call it third eye, the frontal lobe, the whatever they want to call that thing. But it be on one.
What is that shit? Because I'm like looking at this nigga clear as day. He looked this fucking big.
Yeah.
So I know it's close up. And I'm just seeing the hand
so
like
real.
go back and forth. But as it's going, I'm just getting going. My
jester.
shit going.
I didn't even see
it. So, because I hear people talk about third eye.
Right now.
What the fuck? Okay, I don't even know how to fucking interpret that. Because I'm already seeing
okay, yeah. But right now, like I be running a lot of lives, y'all. Like people that's new here, I run a lot of lives to where I leave the Discord open so you can come in and you can talk about your DMT trip. Like, you know, we give each other the floor. So it's like, if you have an experience, make sure you join Discord. So when we come on the live and the Discord is open, you can come on and you can share your experience, all your experiences or whatever, in order so we can like tie them in with each other. Well, you know, with mine, and because we all be having these experiences when we dive in, and this is the place to talk about it. You feel me? This is the place to talk about it. This video is just me going over, you know, my old experiences that I just took off, like just going over that. But I'm just saying, it's always open to everybody. And like, in order to come in on Discord, you don't gotta donate. You can just come in and be able to share your experience so we all can hear it. Because you trying to type it out is not, it's taken away from it. You feel me? But let's keep going.
Vision. So if this is opening me up, trying to make me see another vision, what the fuck? Yo, dude.
A vision trying to open me up to see another vision.
I was about to download to me. Put your voice on. Crazy. Yeah, that'll be dope, bruh.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You do that, you better send that shit to me, bruh. Hey, you better send that to me. But yeah, man, bro, that shit was dope.
Cool.
Though. That was like the dopest
it'd be.
shit,
That's why I leave it open for people to come in and share. This is a place to share experiences. That's true life stories.
It's like me looking at this fence right here. It said, except it was like fucking it like you in a lit studio or something. So you can see everything dummy clear.
Yeah.
You can see it hella clear,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, that's the part that get me too,
clear.
is everything be dummy clear. It be like,
yeah, I don't,
and it don't even be light.
I don't know.
This is what's trippy, right? Because what the fuck is light? It don't even be light. It don't be no lights. It don't be no light in the sky just shining down, showing this stuff. Man, it be lit. It be lit like daytime. It don't even be like light. But it be light. It be light lit. I don't know what to call it, but it don't be no lights around. It don't be nothing showing no light. So it's like, damn, man, what if we are the light? Like, we don't even know we the light. That's how come we can see it like that.
I don't know, because when I came out, I didn't feel no different.
We create the light.
I don't feel no different. I'm still smoking weed. I'm still smoking blacks. I didn't feel no different. So I don't know if I'm getting to a certain point because I ain't taking enough hits. I don't know if that's what it is. If I'm not taking enough hits and I'm not basically blasting off, because people talk about these tunnels, and my cousin smoked and he seen the tunnel, but I ain't never smoked and seen no fucking tunnel.
Oh, dang. See, this is what's crazy.
Tunnel, bro, I'm going in it.
Look, this is what I'm saying here, but like later on, you're going to catch me where I went in and I was flying through the tunnels. And when I looked at the top of the tunnel and the bottom, my face was in the tunnel. It was looking down in the little vortex that was spinning down to the bottom, when like two upside down tornadoes. And there was other people's faces as I past other columns of that shit. I was like, oh my God, bro.
I'm going in it. I'm telling you, I'm prepared. I'm ready right now.
It's
like, I'm so
weird.
ready.
The mind
like,
is
I'm
crazy,
ready to the
bro.
point to where I just feel like, fuck it, I might as well go again. But my conditions of where I'm at is I can't do it right now. So I'm gonna wait, bro. I'm
making up them excuses. Just go.
You know what I mean? Because that right there, that was the most interesting trip, and it just had me like really wanting to jump for joy, because it's like I was able to.
And this was the sandwich method. That's like, the crazy thing.
Because I was able to withstand it. Actually seeing this shit in your face, and you able to not even like I didn't open my eyes not once.
See, and this is the wild thing about this though, right? Because once you start going in so much, like you'll put fear in yourself in order to even when you in there. It's like you'll plant the fear in you. But after a while, man, when you start letting go, like you teach yourself, train yourself to let go. Man, I'm gonna let go. Even that's how I did it at first. I just told myself before I went in, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna let go. Every time before I went in, because I was going in back in these days, I was going in every day. The people that's here, like back then, I was going in like every day. So it was like training myself to say this to myself. I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna let go, because it's like once you let go of everything. You don't hold on to none of this. None of this. I don't care what it is. It don't matter what it is. Like when dude from Kingsman they gave him the dog, and he got to the end with the dog, and they told him, you made it through all that, now kill your dog. And he was like, man, is you crazy? Oh, bam, you failed. You failed. You feel me? It was a blank in the gun. That's what his partner told him. It was a blank in the gun. So if you would have shot the dog would have still been alive. It would have still been alive. I just lost my whole breath right there. But it's like kind of crazy. You got to train yourself to let go. And then after a while, once you start diving in, you won't have to say it no more. Your body already know. Your mind already know, because really it's your mind that's doing all the talking and saying all these things and, putting all these thoughts in your head as you in there. What's up with it, Ram McCullough? So you got to, train yourself to just let go of everything. Don't hold on to nothing. Because you don't need nothing in there. Nothing.
Until the trip started fading away, I didn't open my eyes. But then that's when I opened my eyes, I was like this is what I think. I think I might be seeing some type of underwater city, because even when I did it out here in the concrete, I could see the fucking above the concrete. I seen like a level of clear.
Yeah.
And it was like seashells and shit in it like that and shit, and like little seashells here and there, and I'm like fossil shit, and I'm like looking like,
yeah, you can see like underwater sponges, and it's like weird because it was breathing. It was like doing like that, but it was like this far. It was like this high off the pavement. It was this high off the pavement, and I could see that whole level of it. That shit was like going wah, wah, and I'm like going, what if the semen was vibrating? That's nah, bro, nah.
I know I wasn't tripping. I'm looking at it on the ground. So this time, just seeing that, I know that shit was underwater, dude. Let me read this helmet real fast. I know that shit was underwater. That was fucking crazy, bro.
That mind battle.
Always wonder if I smoked the right stuff. I never see the timeline. Yeah. Shit, what?
What?
It was like alien shit. Okay, but look, think about this though, right? That's what I said. The first couple of times I smoked, I was going, what the fuck am I smoking? Is this the real shit? But every time I've been getting further and further.
And that's the thing. What is further?
That's the fucking crazy thing about it.
Like what is further? Like, okay, I'm saying every time I get further and further and further. What the hell is further? Like I'm just seeing more. I'm seeing more. It's like maybe it's to the point to where I'm not even seeing it no more, because half the time when I'm in there, I'm being it. Whatever it is, whatever I'm seeing, when I see all that fractally stuff going on like that, I'm being that. I'm like a little part played in that. I'm seeing my little self right there being a part of this big giant thing that's just moving forward or wherever it's going.
It don't be like, do it be like a kaleidoscope of things, and they just be like,
yeah, like a kaleidoscope.
Like,
experience full ego
like
death.
Not my hands, but just like a certain symbol that just be going woo. Like.
Said, let's see. You will experience full ego death when you let go. My subconsciousness was talking a lot at me like we were lost friends. It was insane. To this day, I still hear someone calling my name out of nowhere. Hey, I'm telling you, bro, look, right now, one time, bro, my other self was hella intellectual. He was using words I would never use, and we had a whole conversation to where I didn't even talk no more. I just started listening. And was listening to everything he was saying, and he was just using all these big words and stuff, and I was just like, oh, bro, you kind of cold with it. You cold with it, but I was just listening, and it was in my voice, so it was like, what the heck, bro? It was the trippiest thing. Yeah, that should be trippy. It'd be trippy, but I'm going to get to that one soon. That one going to be coming up. It's out there in the ether somewhere. It's out there.
Got scared a bit. It's so intense.
I'm trying to see if I
process with this shit that it take you.
I'm trying to get to
some
this.
Some people, I don't know. Some people would just take them straight there, but other people, I think it work on you in certain ways before it just lets you in, because our minds be so corrupt. So I'm going. That's the fucking shit that I was seeing, bro. No lie. I was seeing all of them. It looked like some ancient type fucking hieroglyphs and shit. And I'm seeing all these little pyramids and the Egyptian eyes and shit, and they just going all different kind of ways. First, it was like snakes though. It was like snakes. They was moving like snakes, but it was like they was built into the snakes and shit.
See, I'm telling you. Look. A lot of times when you in your experience and you seeing something, it'll be that little thing that's built into the snake. But you can't see the whole snake. The whole snake got millions of those little tiny places, those little wormholes inside of it. And you just in one of those wormholes. But when you zoom all the way out, you'll see the entire snake. And you will see each little thing playing itself out in each scale on the back of the snake. It's the trippiest thing.
Yeah, bruh. Hey, it always feel evil to me every time. It feels evil to me until I get back.
And that's why
I'm going in.
That's one of the reasons we be scared.
Evil, but then when I come back, it's like,
I think that's one of the other reasons why you feel scared when you in there, because it feels evil. It feel like, you know, like I shouldn't be doing this. It's just a phase though. It's just a phase. But when you get that feeling, you'll get over it after a while. You go, man, I should have been doing this. Where you been all my life?
I understand shit more, and I understand what it's doing, because the evil shit that we see, our mind is filled with evil shit. So you can't fill your mind with evil shit and then just think you're gonna just wake up one day and the good shit just gonna hit you. It don't work like that.
Look, and this is like before I understood good and evil the way I do now, and understanding that we make the good and we make the evil. We choose what is bad and we choose what is good. Like, even when we look at certain religions, they even do that with the gods. They, you know, this one to make that god, their devil, and vice versa. You feel me? Or make them the evil one. They got the evil one because they don't believe in the God that we have, or something like that. And so we creating this thing called evil in so many different ways, because the animals live just the way we do, but they don't look at life or anything in life as being evil. They just run through that shit. You feel me? If he got to go down there and do this, the lion gonna go down there, he gonna knock it down, do what he got to do. I'm just saying. But once I understood it, it was like, oh, okay, so now I can, it's easier for me to throw the evil out the window, bro. It is. It's a process.
Yeah, I think it's an order to it, too. Yeah.
Dang, I came a long way.
Yeah, it was me too, though, bruh. It was me too. I'm telling you, it do be you. That's the process. Hey, Justin, it do be you, bruh. It be you.
And this is the thing, right? This is the thing. Over time, I never actually wanted to believe this. But I can't stop seeing it, that it's you that's creating it. It's you that's, and I'm not saying you're making it, but you're calling it out for what it is to you. You're calling it out. You saying this is that. Oh man, I got hit. Somebody ran into the back of my car. You said it was like a bad thing that happened. Yeah, we the ones running around naming all the shit. So it's like we creating it, but we not like making it. We just creating the view on it or some shit, bro. And it's like it's all you. And it's like once you start to see that your mind is doing this thing, you just go, golly, wait, hold on. So even if I accept any of the belief systems that I accept, this is me accepting that belief and then hearing the words of that belief and even saying that it's correct. Oh, it's right. This is just me saying this from my so-called understanding, which is so minute in this wide range of things, bro. It's crazy.
It be you.
And I don't be wanting to.
It ain't punishing though, bro. It don't last that long, and you come back. That's the reason why I was scared when I first started going. I was scared because I knew all the bad shit I did.
Like you was still scared.
Doing bad shit, but once I went,
you was still scared,
knowing the bad shit I was doing. I started knowing, and it was showing me this shit get ugly.
That's crazy, right? Yeah.
The octopus. It was like
thing in the the two entities in the sky. Dang, I seen those entities. I seen these doctor-like people. It seemed like we was on the flat screen and they was staring at us. I seen so much stuff in the sky from the clouds going crazy, digitizing, turning into people in cities, and bro, yeah, it's a long journey. It's a long journey.
The push thing scary because the thing I seen, it looked like some type of fucking centipede or something, dude. It was fucking hideous. It was like going in and out of shit.
Oh yeah. See, I gotta find that video.
It was just going in and out of all the shit, like fucking in boxes in the toilet, and it was like I was looking through a little room, but this motherfucker was just. And when I came out that.
Look, this is what scared me about that. And this is why the two come together, because when I seen the jesters, around the checkerboard floor place, they were laughing at me because I was scared of this box that I'm explaining right now that I seen in the trip before this one. That they had that box on the table, and I seen the thing in this centipede like type creature just going crazy in the box. It was woo, just shooting everywhere, bro. And but what I could feel was I could feel all the hurt, all the pain, like death, and like everything that I so-called felt was bad or it wasn't good. I could feel it, all of it at one time, bro. That shit was so painful. All I could do was cry. And I sat there and I just cried looking at that box, but I couldn't take my eyes off of it. So like the jesters was like basically telling me, look, all this is going on. Look at us outside of this box right here. All this was going on outside of that box, and you couldn't see it because you was so programmed on what was going on in that box, which is crazy because if you think about it, that's what we do in life. Like we'll get so focused on the smaller things that we'll miss the bigger things, or we won't see the bigger things. So that's how it was. I was stuck in that box, and I didn't see them holding the box, sitting right there by the box, just looking at me, laughing at me because I'm scared. You feel me? It's crazy. And that's the zoomed in picture was me looking into the box and being stuck because I could see like the outer space. Like it was like I was looking in the outer space on the outside of the box, but I couldn't even try to focus on anything outside of the box. I was just looking in the box. So the box sitting right here was the whole spectrum, me zoomed all the way out. Now I can see they're the ones who has the box. They got the box, and it's just sitting on the table, and it's just full of bullshit. I call it the fuckery box.
Trip, I was crying. I ain't gonna lie,
but it's wild.
Had me crying. I didn't know what the fuck that shit was, but
yeah, I was crying
yeah,
like
I don't
a baby.
know, man, the octopus thing. I don't know if that was it, but that shit was fucking scary. But the jesters, though. The jesters, man, they ain't shit to be scared of. That's the trippy thing to me. They wasn't nothing to be scared of.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that right there. And I'm like going, because the first time I seen the jesters, man, the jesters had me crying. Like not laughing, crying. They had me crying like a baby too on several occasions. And it's wild because when you further go into your experiences of having later experiences off mushrooms or off LSD or it'll take you back to that time and you'll see every time it happened, bro. It's like the trippiest thing. Cause me diving in on mushrooms, remember I did the video of me being on the mushrooms and then the mushrooms showing me that I was the jesters because I was crying and the jesters was doing all this weird stuff, at me and it was a curtain behind them and behind the curtain, it was me, another me that was looking at me cry and I was going, my hands was up under the jesters and I was working the jesters and I was going, and I was scaring myself and I'm like going, why are you doing that to yourself? And it's like, dang, and after a while, just going in, I just figured it out, man. It was me the whole time making myself scared. It was me making myself think this or me making myself feel this. And it's like, you'll get it. Like, you'll get it. But, man, salute to y'all, man. I got to head out, though, you feel me, and start my day. But I thank everybody for stopping by, you feel me. Hit that like button on your way out. If you got an experience to share, pop in the Discord when we on live. We'll give you the floor. I will give you the floor to be able to talk and tell us about it, because I always like listening to stories of these experiences, because it's weird because people have these experiences without psychedelics, but they don't want to talk about it because they feel like, you know, they lost their mind or they was hallucinating or something like that. They have these experiences too. Like you probably heard it from somebody, from one of your elders gave you a spiritual experience that didn't have nothing to do with psychedelics. That's the weird thing. So I like to hear that stuff too. I love to hear like dreams. We like talking about dreams, everything. But yeah, on that note, hit that like button and share if you feel like it. I'm gonna be back next time though. Peace out.